I'm Jenna,
I'm Camden.
And I'm Kiana.
and we're here to represent the Sultan High School HOSA chapter.
By the end of this sentence, one more person in the United States will require a blood donation. That's about 43,200 people per day, except the Red Cross only has 1 day's worth of blood on hand. We're in a national blood shortage crisis, and this has been linked with the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic has introduced more personal safety concerns beyond just the initial fears of having your blood drawn. This has also made donation sites more and more scarce because of the COVID guidelines. But as COVID is on the rise, the need for blood is as well. We need to uplift and motivate the members of our community to donate because the situation has reached urgency. We believe that we need to encourage altruism and philanthropy to outweigh the uninformed aspect that so many people have. As I've learned in a sociology class, humans by nature will do things if they believe they'll receive a reward in return. In this sense, people will be motivated to donate as they'll receive the reward of doing morally good deeds and that they've put in the humanitarian effort. Just as the common saying goes, it's better to give than to receive, and it's true. The newfound donors will feel wholeheartedly happy that they've done selfless acts in the awareness of others. So we've devised a plan that will prompt this feeling through physically interactive means and education, while also providing accessible resources that will make the process at the least expense to the individual. But first, the people need to know how important blood donations are. It's how they'll feel captivated by the idea of donation. If they understand why their contribution matters and is valuable, it'll heighten the incentive to do the good deed. But as we've also come to find out, many people might not even know much about blood, specifically their own.
As our sports medicine class learned about blood typing, 99% of the class didn't even know their own blood type. Can you imagine how many people don't know their blood type and how important blood is? Our plan is to hold a blood typing day at our local high school within our community. We can do this by using Eldon cards, which is a kit used to type blood. In our class, we all used this media, and the results all fascinated us because we knew the contents of our blood and what types we could donate to and receive. Since our HOSA team understands and is experienced with this procedure, we would all be more than willing to help with the typing day. Back to the event, once given the results of the individual's blood type, we will give them a card like this, which informs them about their blood type, what it's compatible with, and some perspective-setting facts. This card shows O-negative blood type, which is the universal donor. They will most likely have the same sort of epiphany that I experienced, just by knowing the life-saving potential of my blood. That connection will go deeper, as our HOSA members can have a one-on-one conversation about blood donation. After this information is received, a sign-up sheet for a virtual blood drive hosted by our chapter will be offered. Now you may be wondering what a virtual blood drive is. Well, it's a new way of donation that has been introduced during the rise of COVID-19. Essentially, the host gets a unique code from a blood organization that when brought to a nearby site, the person will be donating on behalf of the host's blood drive. All in all, the set plan will firstly engage someone in an activity, cause them to want to donate, and finally allow for accessibility on all aspects of donating.
Our goal with motivating our community to donate blood would be achieved by applying a rewarding aspect and then providing convenient resources at a well-known place in our community, which would be our high school. Hosting the event at our high school would encourage participation from the younger generation, which we find is important because they are the future of this society. If you grew up donating blood from a younger age, it is hopeful that you would continue to do so as you grow older. This event not only brings immediate donations, but it also sets up for a lifetime of cognizance and awareness surrounding the importance of blood donation. Having this conversation now is extremely important because many people do not understand the magnitude of this blood crisis that we are in. After the drive, we would notify the community about how many pints of blood that we collected. We would want to incorporate social media in this by posting about how X amount of blood was collected and how this would save X amount of lives. This also helps to set up an amazement factor and encourage participation in the future because of the realization of how much impact our community can make. From this one singular event, we could be looking at an eternity of blood donation from our community just by emphasizing the weight of their impact. Your blood is important, your blood is needed, and you can make a difference.